Speaking of games, though, how is this weekend's game go, Lawless? The El Sakiko Battle of the Mid. West Ham United with no Mohamed Kudus versus Man United, who are on the ropes. How is it going to go this weekend, Mr. Lawless?
Boy, must win game. I don't know why. Off the back of that Spurs game, I'm feeling somewhat confident. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, but no, but listen, we're at home. Your record against us at our ground is poor. I don't think Ten Hag's ever won there. So, you know what I mean? That feels with
sorry, I can't take you seriously, bro. I can't take you seriously. Is that what you're gonna come with? Is that the fucking best you can come with? Are you a good record at our ground? You being serious?
Whoa. All
you gotta do better than that. You gotta come again. You gotta do better than that, man. Come on now.
All right. Well, see.
Like, I was tactics to me, bro.
There was a list. There was a list of reasons. That's not. I mean, but
that should be one of the last reasons. That should be one of the last reasons, bro.
I think that's a good reason. Yeah, and plus, you know what I mean. You haven't been scoring goals. You struggle scored less goals than West Ham. Somerville, even though Kudus is out, I rate Somerville. I think Somerville's going to come in and do a great job. You played midweek, like you played last night. Do you know what I mean? We've got that extra rest, and yeah, honestly. I think defensively, like even though we've just conceded 4, I still, rate our defense against your attack.
You've won 5. You've won 5. You've won 5 of your last 15 games against Man United.
Okay, and look at it though. How many of them the last ones were at our ground versus your ground? Our record at Old Trafford is terrible. But record,
you of those 5 wins, like 4 of them are at your ground. To be fair, but in that time, United we've drawn with you there once. We've beaten you 1, 2, 3. We've beaten you 4 times in that 15-game period. We've beaten you 4 times at your ground. You've beaten us 4 times, so it's 50-50 on the win ratio.
But those 4 times have been the last. When's the last time you beat us? I think it was Ollie, right? It was Ollie.
The last time we beat you there was September 2021. We just before Ollie got sacked. Yeah, beat you 2-1.
So, Lawless, how would you set up for this game to beat them then?
Who'd you ask, me or Terry?
Yeah, Lawless. How would you set up to beat them?
Listen, I don't think we've got many options with Kudus out. I think we won't change much from how we've been setting up, to be honest. I think you're just going to see Somerville on the left, so we'll have a left winger on the left. And I think it'll probably be Paqueta in the 10 and Bowen on the right. And Antonio up top, unfortunately.
That's not even bad, bro. Like, that's not even bad. Like, Somerville, when he played against us, he played on the left. He was actually causing problems on that side, bro. Like, he might actually be a better option on the left than Kudus, because you know how I feel about Kudus playing on the left. I know he scored against Spurs and whatnot, but he's better on the right. Let's be real about it. You know what I'm saying? Somerville started might actually be a bit of a blessing in disguise, because he's not shit, bro. Like, he's a good player. You know what I'm saying? Antonio up top. Let's see how he gets on. Bowen on the right is going to be a problem for these guys. I think he's got something for them as well. It's going to be a funny game, man, because like I said, I like your players, Lawless, but it's just that manager of yours. You've got no clear style of play. United is the same sort of thing as well. They pick and choose when to turn up. Ten Hag can just tactically say, okay, today I'm going to fix up, and then fixes things. You know what I mean? And then your manager might do the same thing as well. It's such a hard game to call. It's such a hard game.
Struggled against the top teams, like against the mid teams and the lower teams. We've done it right, and right now, Man United are a mid team. So, and that's no disrespect, but I'm just saying, like, against the teams that you're looking at for the Champions League, yeah, we haven't been great. But this game, I think there's a lot of potential there. And like I said, the fact that your goal scoring is so weak, is a big bonus to us. That's going to help. But we haven't created enough chances ourselves. I think we've only got like 4 or 5 more goals than you scored. So it's not going to be a high. What's that?
I said only. You've got 5 more goals than them. That's quite a few more goals.
Well, it just feels like we ain't created enough. Obviously, most of them goals came against Ipswich.
West Ham
So-
scored 11 goals. Man United have scored 7. But as you say, yeah, 4 of them goals came against Ipswich. So you take those 4 goals off, it's 7. Yeah, and I'm not. I mean, you can't take the goals off, but a huge, like, what's that? Almost 1/3 of your goals came in one game. So yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, yours.
But that's a bit like, but it's a bit like our defensive record. Though we're going to do that. Our defensive record, we've conceded 9 this season, but 6 of them came in 2 games. Against Liverpool and against Spurs. Outside of that, against the teams that are not up the top, we rarely concede. So, I mean, if we're going to be looking at the facts of the situation here, we are seeking needles in haystacks here for positives.
Yeah,
but
this could be the most boring game of the weekend. Honestly, this could be.
I don't think it will be because of that.
It's not going to be boring. It's not going to be boring.
It's one of those games where, because it sounds like it could be a 0-0 stinker, it's going to be like a 3-2. 4-3 thriller. I think it's just going to be one of them matches where both teams are just going to go at each other, I think, and see who wins. I think it's going to be.
Staffy, you're on mute.
Staffy.
Oh, my bad. I said it's gonna be the 2 clowns meme. The 2 clowns that square up to each other. That's what it's gonna be. Usually, when 2 good teams play each other, especially tactically good, it ends up being a boring game because it ends up being a chess game.
Just like the weekend. Just like at the weekend. Yeah.
Exactly. So what happened between Liverpool and Chelsea, because 2 managers were trying to out-tactic each other. These 2 managers are clueless. And if I ever seen a manager that ignores his midfield more than Ten Hag, it's this guy Lopetegui. This guy still plays Suchek. And I told Lawless, we did a preview together, and I dropped on my channel. I told him, this guy, you didn't get rid of your McTominay yet. I did. Because that's what Suchek is. They just have this Suchek guy just to run around, defend, and win a couple headers. That's it. The fact that you have these players in your midfield and you can't control your midfield just shows me how incompetent this manager is. And if we lose a midfield battle to Lopetegui, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna reach another level of lows and another level of anger. Because that's the one team. I always say we lose midfield battles. Whoever you are, you're winning the midfield battle against us. West Ham is the only team that I dare you, Ten Hag, to lose the midfield battle to them, because their midfield is so bad, not necessarily individually, because I rate some of the players individually. Collectively, this managers just can't put a formula together, and they think they could just sit there and absorb pressure and then somehow hit on the counter. Yet they don't have players that are built for counter-attacking football anyways. That's why we've been seeing fucking Kudus playing on the left instead of being played on the 10 or on the right, or having Paqueta in a double pivot next to one of the DMs that they have. It's actually shocking how bad Lopetegui is. You know, the only reason we might beat them is just because I think they're worse than us. We're both bad. Like, neither one of us is good. It's just like a matter of who's worse than who. And I think they're worse than us. And
where are you in the table? Where are you in the table?
We were above Man United. We were above them, but then they beat. Yeah, you got that little win over Thomas Frank's Brentford. And now I think we're 15th. They jumped up to 12th on that. So yeah, if we win this, goal difference depending, we could go above them, because we're 3
Make
points
sure you do,
behind
man.
them.
Make sure you do. You know what I'm saying?
We're beating West Ham. We will beat West Ham.
Whoa, the confidence.
No, I think it's not. No, I'm not confident. It's not so much like, we're United, we're better than you, we're shit. But you know what? We ain't that shit, bruv. It's one of them ones.
No, like
for
generally,
me.
West Ham are really bad.
Are you sure?
I genuinely mean this. We are bad. We have been bad this season. But West Ham are awful, and they don't have as good of players as we do. This is literally going to be a game. I genuinely mean this.
I think we have a better attack than you.
Yeah, their attack's better than yours.
Well, Kudos is out. Okay, but okay.
He's not there, so it doesn't really matter.
I'm saying this. Over pound for pound, player for player, we have overall better players than West Ham. That's why I think we'll win. Not because our manager's better and our tactics are better and anything like that. It's not a dig. This is going to come down to individual brilliance. And I just think we have more players that can produce that. And I'm talking goalkeeping wise. I'm talking defenders stopping things. I'm talking, midfielders to block people. Yes, they have Bowen who could score them goals. And West Ham could win this game. I'm not saying they can't win. I just think it's going to come down to moments. And I think we'll do it. And I think it will be high scoring. And I think it will be a 3-2 win to Man United. But it's one of those games where we're not going to learn anything about either team. We're not going to walk away going, oh, because it's going to become like the large parts of this game are going to be like a fucking basketball match. I'm telling you.
3-2. What?
You
So
don't
Terry,
think
who
that
do
you
you say is
played
going to score
last
then?
night is going to have impact? Like the fact that you played it midweek, you don't think that's going to have any impact?
No, I believe, again, maybe if the manager makes an excuse, I think the Thursday, Sunday excuse is bullshit because no one ever says it about Wednesday, Saturdays. I just find it to be an absolute nonsense. It's an absolute nonsense that is then
Lot of
said.
people say
ran
about
in the
Wednesday,
game.
Why are you not
Saturday.
playing? You lot are playing at the same time as me, man.
Yeah, the way they do the Premier League fixtures is also, you've seen the midweek for the Carabao Cup games. All the top 6 teams are on the Wednesday, none on the Tuesday. It's like, spread it out, bruv, so we can watch more games. It's so annoying, man. Even though this year they're doing something better, Sky, every single game is available on the Carabao Cup. But why are you putting them all on the same fucking night? It's crazy to me. But
Yeah,
listen,
I might be at the bridge. I might be at the bridge, but if not, obviously I'll put both games on, innit? But when your team's playing, naturally you watch that more.
Exactly. And I'm being honest with you. I'm not even speaking with chest. Someone says, "Oh, Terry, you're speaking with chest." But someone says, "Terry, you lost to Brighton away." Sorry to say this, Hazard number 10. Are you dizzy, bruv? Right? We know Brighton are a well-drilled, well-organized team. West Ham are not at the moment. If we were going to play West Ham's Moyes' West Ham's Moyes, if we were playing Moyes' West Ham, maybe of 2 seasons ago, I'd have no real confidence because they were well-drilled, hard to break down, and had a lot of good results against the better teams. But West Ham have been awful this year. We haven't been much better, although we're slightly ahead of them in the league table by 3 points. I just think, and again, I don't think this is an outrageous claim. The reason nobody will click this up and it won't go viral is because everyone will listen to it and go, it's a fair point. Both teams collectively are poor, but we just have overall the better individuals. So I
We'll
think
go viral if we batter you, Terry. If we batter you, it'll go viral.
Yeah, but that's hindsight.
I promise you, you
viral.
won't batter us. I'll promise you that. You are so bad as a football team. You can't batter anyone. But you barely did it with Ipswich. That's about it.
West Ham right now, you couldn't steal candy off a baby.
Listen, I don't think we've been as bad as you lot. Like, obviously, it's easy to say that off the back of a 4-1 loss to Spurs. It's easy to say.
No, I've been saying it since the beginning of the season. I've been saying it for weeks. I'm the one person you can't say it's a reaction because I've been saying, bro.
Yeah,
I've
you're just a hater.
Before the league started.
You're just a hater, Staffy. That's why.
Why would I hate on West Ham, bro? I have nothing to hate on West Ham.
Because of me.
I mean, you make me hate West Ham now, but I've never had any hate towards West Ham. I love that we're sitting here and you're conceding the fact that Brighton are better than you. But when I said that over the summer, you thought I was crazy. Oh, no. Did you see the signings we made? Look at us now. What, 8 weeks later? That's not a debate no more. You're not a good team, bro. I'm sorry. You're not a good team whatsoever. You'll be lucky if you finish in the top half of the table.
We would then if we're not a good team, then this should not be competitive. It should be comfortable.
No.